Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Thank you so much for coming back. If you're returning, if you're new, welcome. My name is Norma, and today we're going to be talking about 6 ways for you to be able to focus on your goals. Okay, so what I want us to do is focus on the next 3 months. I want you to lock in and focus on the next 3 months. So currently it is the 16th of January. Don't know when this video will go up, probably tomorrow the 17th or Saturday the 18th. But it is literally just past half of the month already. You're gonna blink again and it's going to be the end of the month and it's going to be February, and then you're gonna blink again and it will be June, you'll take a nap and it will be Christmas again. So what I want you to do is take control over your year, take control over your 2025. And how we're going to do that is not by focusing on the whole year. We're going to just break it up into quarters. So this comes from the book called the 12-week year. You can obviously read through it, but what I'm going to be doing today is talking about 6 different ways for you to help you to lock in, focus, and become the best version of yourself. Whatever that version is, we are going to be aligned on what we are trying to achieve and who we're trying to become. So the number one thing I want you to do is decide on who you want to become by the 1st of April. Grab yourself a notebook. I've got my notebook over here, and write down, who do I want to become on the 1st of April? I want you to set a clear vision for your future self, and I want you to ask yourself personally, this is what I would like to achieve. This is what I would like to be doing personally. Professionally, this is what I would like to be doing. This is what I would like to be earning. Spiritually, this is where I would like to be. So I want you to focus. By the 1st of April, who do I want to become? Write it down. Be specific. Write down the habits that this person does every single day. For example, if you want to be more disciplined in drinking water, I want you to break it up into, your water cup or your water jug or whatever. I use a Stanley cup. So for me, I want to be someone who drinks enough water. It's good for your skin. It's good for weight loss because I'm on a weight loss journey. So for me to be able to drink the 2 liters that I need a day, I also did check online for my height, my body size, how much water do I need in a day, and for me I need 2 liters. But if I had to bring a big 2-liter jug right now, it's intimidating. I won't be able to drink it. I'm just going to be like, oh my gosh, this is too much. But if I'm like, okay, I just need 2 Stanley cups, and I do have a tracker for it where I can track my Stanley cups, then it's more achievable. All I have to do is just focus on drinking the first Stanley cup and then the next Stanley cup. I can even give myself times. So if I want to work out in the morning, I can be like, okay, the first Stanley cup has to be done by 11 o'clock and the next Stanley cup has to be done by 4 p.m. So it's things like that I'm trying to adopt. I am struggling with drinking water currently, but I am working towards that. And now that I know who I want to become, I've created smart, specific goals to help me reach that on a daily basis. So I want you to also remember that once you have that clarity, that's when you have that power. You are able to live a purposeful, more intentional life because you know exactly who you want to become. No one is going to come here and distract you because your goals are so strong. You know exactly who you want to become, and you're not going to let anyone come in between you and becoming that person. Number 2, I want you, while you're in this journey, to enjoy every moment. Write that down. Enjoy every moment. Stop obsessing about the unknown. Stop obsessing about the unknown. So what happens when we do that? When we obsess about, the things we don't know, what if that happens? What if I don't? When you do that, you cause anxiety, you create stress, you end up giving up before you even started because you're obsessing about the unknown. What if I don't lose the weight? What if I don't pay off my debt? What if I don't save this much money? What if I don't pay off Skylar's school fees? Because now I'm focusing on what if I don't, the unknown, I'm going to be so stressed, I'm going to have so much anxiety, and I'm not going to enjoy the process. So I want you to be present, be intentional, be focused, and take it day by day. Enjoy the journey, enjoy the process. Work on becoming just 1% better than yesterday. You don't have to try and achieve the 400% today. You don't have to, if you are trying to build muscle, you don't have to go to the gym and work out for 5 hours. Just doing by 30 minutes a day, daily, and being consistent, I promise you, in 3 months, you are going to see that muscle you're trying to build. You're going to see that weight loss. You are trying to burn the fat. So just taking it day by day, but enjoying the process. Celebrate the small wins. I struggle with that. Even if I would reach my savings goal of, let's say, for example, I want to save 10,000, but for this week I've saved 1,000. I'm still going to be thinking, when am I going to get to 10,000? See, what I'm doing is I'm obsessing about the unknown. When am I going to get there? I don't know. I might get there in 2 days if, Nomazdiary just goes viral and a lot of people order my spreadsheet or whatever. But I might get there in 3 months. I don't know. But because I am obsessing about the future, I'm not even enjoying that I've saved 1,000, which is progress. I'm not even proud of myself anymore. So what I want you to do is try your best and just enjoy the journey. It's important to enjoy the journey. Yes, the destination is important, but it's more rewarding when you're enjoying the journey and you are having fun while you're in the process of getting to that body weight, or getting to that goal of paying off your debt, or buying your own home, or even renting out a home and getting out of a home. So just enjoy the process though. Number 3 is, we just spoke about asking yourself who you want to be, so visualizing that person. We also just spoke about enjoying the journey. So number 3 ties in very well with number 1 and 2. Number 3 is, let me first give you context. There's this trend going around online, TikTok, Instagram, whatever, is to be delulu. There's a word called delulu going around, which I'm not against it. What I am though going to recommend is, yes, be delusional, as in dream big, set big goals, because we serve a big God, but don't be fixated on that fantasy world. So my big goal, for example, is to be debt-free by the end of this year. Now, looking at my income and my bills and how much I need to pay monthly, that is not possible. But that is my goal. But now what I need to do is to break that goal down on how can I be aligned every single day. I'm taking a step towards that goal. I'm not just saying I want to be debt free and then I'm just stuck there and I'm not doing anything about it. I just want to be, debt free. That's what I want. I'm still going to do my online shopping. I'm still going to eat out every day, but I want to be debt free by the end of this year. You see what I mean? So I want to be debt free. It's on my vision board. You all know that. But what I need to do is to start focusing on budgeting every day, is start focusing on saving and doing no-buy challenges. I'm currently doing a no-buy challenge with the Glow Up Diaries members and also the Cornerstone Club, is to also start building skills that are going to help me bring in more money so that I can put that extra money into my debt, is to be more consistent on YouTube and put more content out there that's going to bring in more income for me so that I can put that money into my loan. So as much as, yes, my goal is to be debt free, but I need to visualize exactly what lifestyle do I need to create for myself every day that's going to help me reach that goal. Okay, so I want you to, yes, be delusional, set big goals, but don't get caught up on just the fantasy world and neglect the work that goes in with that goal, because faith without works is dead. To just say, I just want to be debt free, but I'm not going to do anything that is showing God that I am like trying so hard to get there, that I believe that I can, even though the little bit that I'm putting in right now into my debt is not even touching, the principal. But God is seeing that, and I'm going to start attracting these opportunities and being aligned with my goal and, being consistent on Instagram, being consistent on YouTube, I could just get a brand who want to work with me and pay me 100K. You never know. But what you need to do is be focused on what you're doing every day. That's going to help you find that financial freedom, that to be debt free. Okay, so I want you to set big, ambitious goals. So be delusional when you set your goal, because we have our own visions, but we can never imagine what God has in store for us. So if you have an imagination that is big, that someone else would look at you and be like, really, are you crazy? That is not even possible. That kind of vision needs faith. Good. Now you need to start putting in the work as well to show that you believe that that is possible for you. Number 4, I want you to be passionate and be obsessed about your number 1 goal. What do I mean by that? So for example, this year, my goal is to make a lot of money so that I can pay off my debt and be debt free. That's my number 1 goal. Doesn't mean I don't have any other goals. We all know, you saw my vision board, you saw everything. But my number 1 goal is for me to pay off my debt and be debt free. My number 2 goal is to lose weight and be healthy. And then obviously with being healthy, a lot can happen as well with that. But my number 1 goal is the one that I want you to be passionate about and be obsessed with. In that way, nothing will come in your way of that goal, of you achieving that goal. Even if you end up not achieving that goal, you're going to end the year with being so close because of how much work you put in, because of how much consistency, dedication that you put into that work. Okay, so for example, when I made an example with being debt free, my mindset is that every single financial decision that I make has to affect my big goal. So if I am making a financial decision to buy myself new headphones, for example, I could be taking away, let's say for example, the headphones are 3,000 Rand because I use noise cancelling because of editing videos and stuff. So they're quite pricey. But if I use 3,000 Rand from my income to buy those headphones, I could be taking away 3,000 Rand closer to paying off my debt and reaching my goal. So every financial decision that I am making has to affect my big goal, whether it's in a good way or it's in a bad way. So obviously we are focusing on affecting it in a good way of chipping that debt off and hopefully being debt free by December 2025. We will see if that will happen, but I am just going to be so passionate and focused as if it's going to happen so that nothing can come in my way. Like, even if I am tempted to go on a trip at the game reserve, whatever, I will tell myself that, you know what, the game reserve is not going anywhere. Once I've paid off my debts, I can still go to the game reserve. And it's the same thing with my weight loss journey. I love sugar. I don't know if you guys know, but I love sugar. I mean, comment down below if you love sugar. I love desserts after eating out. I love cool drinks. Cream soda is one of my favorite drinks. I love donuts. I'm quite obsessed with donuts. The one that has stuffed custard inside, you know, the one from Krispy Kreme. It's coated in chocolate and it has custard inside. I love those. I love malva pudding. I love winter desserts because they're warm, and I love desserts, as you can see. I love sugar, but I haven't had sugar in 11 days. Do I look like I've lost weight, guys? No, I'm joking. But I haven't had sugar in 11 days, and it's not easy, but I don't want anything to come between me and reaching my goal. I have a goal to lose a certain amount of weight. How much do I want to lose? I think I'll say 15. Let's start with 15. I have a goal to lose a lot of weight, and I have a goal to be fit again. I used to be fit and, healthy, and I have a goal to reach that. And I don't want anything to come in between me and reaching that goal. So if it means that I'm not going to have sugar, then it's okay. I'm not going to have sugar, because sugar is the cause of me being addicted to more sugar and also gaining weight, retaining water weight, and all of that, but also spiking my insulin and being prone to diabetes and things like that. So I have to be careful, because I've done my medical test, and they are finding quite a lot of blood sugars and stuff in my system. When I was pregnant with Skylar, I got diagnosed with gestational diabetes. So it's those kind of things that I have to be honest with myself and be very obsessed and passionate about my health, that I want to really focus on being better with my health and also my finances. So those are the main two things. And obviously for spiritual, it is, prayer and reading the Bible and teaching Skylar that prayer is important, that Bible studying is something that you have to do daily. We give a lot to our jobs, we give a lot to our friends, we give a lot to our families, but what do we give to God besides money on a Sunday? Can we give him our time? That's your tithing. So it's things like that that I have to know about myself, that this is what I want, this is who I want to become and be known for someone who is healthy, for someone who is financially free, and for someone who is spiritually in tune with God. And I need to take decisions every single day for me to get there, which means in order for me to take those decisions and not let anything come in between me on those decisions, I have to be passionate and obsessed about my journey, so that every single day a decision that I'm making is aligned and affecting my goals. Number 5, what I want you to do is to feed your faith in prayer and reading the word. So I've said this before, we protect ourselves with life insurance, life cover, funeral cover, whatever. We protect our cars with car insurance and all of that. We protect our stuff here at home with home insurance and all of that. We charge our phone so that we have enough battery to WhatsApp and Instagram, whatever, during the day. We feed ourselves with food and our cravings and, water and all of that. But when do you feed your faith? When do you actually get spiritually fed? So I want you to start prioritizing also feeding your faith, because a lot of things are hindered if you don't have faith. You are easily manipulated if you don't have faith. You also give up easily because you don't have faith. Something looks too big for you, or the journey is intense. I'm currently doing a Bible study. We're going through the book of Genesis. Actually, not the book, it's more the story of Joseph from Genesis 37 to 46, I think, or 47. I'm going to be uploading the last chapter soon. But as you can see, if you have been following along, Joseph had a dream that he was going to be like a king or something, where people are going to be bowing down to him, even his family. And his family was so jealous, they sold him to the slaves. He went to Egypt, and then after that he was thrown in prison because the wife of Potiphar lied and accused him of rape. And then he got people that he helped in prison, and he said, please remember me when you got there, because I'm innocent. And they didn't remember him, but a lot happened to him. He was thrown in the pit by his brothers as well, and all of that. So a lot happened to him, but at the end, he reached that final destination. So he kept feeding it his faith. He kept acknowledging that I can't do this without God. And he kept a good attitude in the journey. So even though he was going through challenges, he still kept a good attitude. In the journey, he wasn't miserable, he wasn't negative and horrible and fighting with people and doing all of this and saying, God, it doesn't matter, God doesn't doesn't matter. Like, he doesn't do anything for us. Yeah, I don't believe in him anymore. He didn't do that. He didn't change his attitude. He still had faith. He still knew that God is real and that dream is real, and I'm just going to keep a positive attitude in the process. And in the process, he learned the language in Egypt. So when he became ruler, he could speak the language. And in the process, it molded him to the character that he needed to rule in Egypt. And also, the biggest one, he was able to save his family that sold him. So he was able to save his family through the famine and be there to help them. So you never know what the destination that God has for you, but you will not know if you're not feeding your faith. So while you're in the journey, while you're going through challenges, while you're going through hard times, if you don't have faith, you will give up. You will have suicidal thoughts, for example. You will have anxiety and stress. You will cause yourself to not be able to reach there, because let me tell you, the enemy knows, and the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy, and he's going to make sure that he makes you think like this dream was just hocus pocus, it's nothing real, and you being stupid, stay in that place that you're miserable at, to the point where you just give up on life. So feed your faith. Remind yourself your why. Remind yourself how this will change my life. How being self-employed will change my life. I had to remind myself when I used to come back from work and have to pack orders up until 1 a.m. and then wake up again at 5 a.m. to get Scala, me ready to go to work. I had to remind myself, I think we did that for 2 years straight. 2021, 2022. No, 2021, Nomazdiary didn't kick off that big. 2022 and 2023, the launches, the BFFs, that's when Nomazdiary was really kicking off. And I was juggling full-time work plus, my channel and my business and all of that. And I had to remind myself of my why. When I'd come to work and I would get told off for something that I didn't do at my fullest potential because I'm spread so thin, I didn't have a negative attitude. I didn't give up on Nomazdiary because I was like, oh, Nomazdiary is coming, in between me and, becoming the best at work. I knew that my dream is to be self-employed. I've seen that dream. I've seen myself like that. And I just kept going. You have to keep going. But the only way to do that is by having faith. The only way for you to do that 2 years in a row, to sleep only 4 hours a day, to Saturdays you are working on a Sunday, you're back at work on a Monday. The only way for you to do that is by literally having faith. Last one, number 6, I want you to start replacing complaining with gratitude. I want you to catch yourself. I want you to realize when you're complaining, because let me tell you, people don't like hanging around people who complain. That's just advice that I need to tell you. And yeah, we're going to listen to you and we're going to try and help you. But if all the time I am with you, you're complaining, you're comparing yourself, you are talking about, oh, look at this one. At work, you are always in gossip, you're always in the negative stuff. Replace it. Catch yourself and be like, okay, I did it again. And pull out your book. I've got my functional planner that I use every day, and write what you're grateful for. Remind yourself of what's good in your life. That's what I want you to do, because that's going to shift your mind from a lack mindset to an abundance mindset. You're going to start thinking of, when you write down, I am grateful that I have a daughter that is healthy, that can read, that can write. When I'm focusing on that, I'm realizing how blessed I am. But when I'm focusing on, I have so much debt, and, then I'm going to stay in that mindset, and I'm not going to be happy about anything, because my focus is on what is not good in my life. But I want you to start replacing that and focus on what's good in your life. And you'll see, you'll automatically start attracting more friends that are like-minded, that are positive, that have faith, that believe in you, that want to help you, that want to speak life upon your dreams and what you do. So I want you to change that. I want you to ask yourself, what am I learning from this? So if there's something you want to complain about, what am I learning though from this? How will this impact my life? Okay, what am I grateful for about this? And then you just change your entire perspective. I promise you guys, gratitude is magnetic. An abundant tongue attracts more abundance. I don't even know how to put it. I just made that up. But literally, a mouth that speaks abundance attracts abundance. And there is a verse as well in the Bible that says, life and death is in the power of the tongue. So we are made in God's image. God spoke and said, let there be light, and light came. So if he made you in his image and he spoke and he's saying that life and death is in the power of the tongue, don't you think you need to speak more life upon your life? Speak life over your finances. Speak life over your family. Speak life over your children. Speak life over your career. Speak life over your business. Speak life over your health. Stop focusing on the bad things. Stop complaining. Stop comparing yourself. Just focus on the good things and just watch how peaceful your life will be, but also watch how good things start getting. Watch how many opportunities you start attracting. The people that you speak to that have good intentions start telling you about things that you didn't even know, and you're like, what? I didn't even know that. And that will probably change your life, because maybe they're going to introduce you into a side hustle that no one knows about. So it's just things like that of you reframing your mind and focusing more on abundance, focusing more on gratitude, than always just complaining and being in a lack mindset and being in a low vibration, basically. The word vibes, we all have vibes. It means vibration. So when someone is vibrating high, usually that person is positive, they're happy, it's good to be around them, they provide good advice. It's nice to listen to them or talk to them because you feel good after talking to them. Those people have good vibes and they attract more good vibes, and they keep just going up and up and up and up. But when someone has bad vibes, that someone is just weird, annoying, creepy, they are take, they're negative, and you every time you speak with them, you end up like feeling so low yourself. So you want to be that person that has good vibes, that people want to go to at all times, and people feel good after speaking to. The best way to do that is by obviously feeding your faith, knowing God, because that's what the Bible teaches us, to have a positive attitude through the journey, even though you go through challenges, but know that God will strengthen you and you are not alone. Even though Daniel was thrown in the fire by King Nebuchadnezzar, the Messiah was there to be with them. So even though you go through the fire, you are not alone, and you're going to come out that fire without being touched, without being burnt. Nothing happened. You did go through it, but you came out fine, and you came out better, and you're going to get promotions. You get all these opportunities. You can read Daniel, you can read Joseph. They went through it as well, but they came out on the other side, and they got promotions. They got these big things that happen in their life, these riches, these abundance, because when you seek the kingdom of God, everything will be given to you. The problem is we are just seeking the things without seeking the owner of the things. So those things are never enough for us. We're always wanting more. And when you see someone who has that thing, you start hating on them. But you can have it as well. You're just looking at in the wrong way or the wrong reason. Or, you just need to change your perspective and start by just being grateful. I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.